I want to talk about something today, but before I do that, I want to preface it with telling you that, when I make videos on this channel and just when I make videos in general, I do them because that's what I really love to do. Like I love to create, I love to make stuff, I love to take what's in my head, put it into the world. It truly gives me like a very deep sense of fulfillment when I'm creating. In this particular video, this is going to be in the realm of advice, and it's coming from a place of me just kind of like seeing what's going on right now in the world with the coronavirus and how like everyone's in quarantine and everyone's kind of like just being thrown into this new way of being, especially now I guess for over the next 30 days or so. Whoa. Sharp marker. This is life. And we'll just call this like the journey of life. Now, this road is always moving. This is your car, or call it the vehicle you're traveling through life in. That vehicle, whether it's moving or not, life moves for you. And as life moves for you, this car gets further and further along the road, whether you like it or not, whether you choose to or not. But right now, what makes this time very unique is that life has put a giant stop sign in the road, which has not only definitely caused your vehicle to stop, but it has also caused the road to stop, which places you right here at this stop sign and allows you, for maybe the first time ever in this way, to hop in the back seat or look through the back, the rear window, and look behind you. So what I'd like you to do, if you feel that this is something that you could benefit from, is you're gonna create something like this, right? Like a triangle, looks like a road. You could put the word life there. You could also add the stop sign if you wanted to. But you're gonna make, we'll say 7 years. You're gonna make 7 lines. Each one of these lines is gonna represent 1 year of your past. So this is 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I'm just gonna fill that in real quick. And then just make some like dotted lines across here maybe. I want you to think back 7 years ago and think about something in your life that happened during that year that was very impactful to you. Something that really stood out, some big event. Maybe it was a big accomplishment, maybe it was just a really big personal experience that you went through, maybe it was a big trip, something that like really defines that year. And I want you to make a circle here representing what that event is. And then I want you to make the circle on that next line closer to your previous experience if it's in line with that experience, or if it's like totally different, then put it farther away from the circle. Just as an example, let's say like this was a career that you've had for some time, and the biggest thing that happened the following year was you made a huge shift in your career. That would be on the opposite side. Let's say there was a major personal experience that you went through with a relationship that you were in 7 years ago, and it just really defined that year. Maybe 6 years ago, the following year, it was the same exact experience that maybe happened all over again. Then obviously, like, that circle would be directly in line with that circle. And I want you to do that as you move along the road and get closer to current day. So right here is current day. And the bigger the shift you made the following year, the larger the gap between those circles. And again, label the circles so you know what the event was. And then you're going to connect all of these experiences to lead to current day. Maybe the line's super straight, like you've just been doing the same thing for the last 7 years, right? Then take that in. What does that mean for you? You know, just like really try to look at that path that you've traveled that's gotten you to this current day. And something that I've found in my life is a really good way for me to make these big decisions in my life is to look back at the patterns, you know? So like if I can see something that I have done over and over and over again throughout the years that hasn't worked for me over and over again, then I know that I need to stop doing that. Or on the other side, I look back at things that have worked for me over and over again throughout the years, and I know that that's something that I need to continue to do. It gives me the confidence to continue doing it, even when things get hard, because I can look back at the patterns and say, that just works for me. So the goal here, and what I hope happens for you if you choose to take part of this, is I hope that when life starts working again, and starts working around you again, that maybe it's different. Just maybe. Maybe your life is way better in a category that you've always wanted it to be better. Maybe you gathered some sort of nugget or some clarity that you couldn't have gotten otherwise, that has just caused you to find a much deeper fulfillment in your daily life. But look, what I do want to say is, look, it's a really difficult time. Like I talked to my cousin who's a nurse in a New York hospital, and I mean, like it's insane. I felt a little bit that in my own way, you know, I could just express to you guys something that I've used in my life to make sure that I'm staying on the right path and to make sure that I'm staying fulfilled in my own life, which is something that I think a lot of people just don't really do, is really just like look inward. Look, stay safe. I hope your family's safe. I hope your loved ones are safe. And what I'm going to do in this video is, I think you can get it on the About page of my YouTube channel, but I'm just going to put my email address in the description of this video. And if you guys want to reach out to me for anything, I would be happy to talk to you, and I promise that I will answer every single one of those emails. You got to put a subject or something. Put life. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next. Well, I'll be here. I'll just be in this office for the next 30 days, coloring.